Hi guys, how you all doing? It's Dan here from the tool room, and tonight, guys, I'm going to be just taking a bit of a trip down memory lane, really. If you look here, I've got quite a lot of bags now, quite a lot of tools, and I've built up quite a vast collection of nice tools. And guys, I owe all this to YouTube and the companies that have worked with me on YouTube. And a few people have asked me, how I started out doing this, how I've managed to get tool companies to work with me. So tonight, I thought I'd have a little chat and a little talk to you about Dan's tool room and how it started and where it is now. So let's get into that. Right guys, so Dan's tool room, I must say, all started kind of with this bag here, the Veto Pro Pack Tech XL. So I've always liked tools, and I was on YouTube one evening and I was watching Mike's tool shed, okay? And Mike was saying that he'd just been sent this new Veto Pro Pack Tech XL from Veto, and I thought, man, that is so cool, Oh man, I'd love to be able to send things out like that. He's really lucky getting that done for him. So, and I thought to myself, you know what? I wouldn't mind having a go at doing YouTube. I wouldn't mind starting myself a little YouTube channel. So that's what I did. I decided to do a couple of little videos, and I used to film the tools I bought. And, I didn't have the best tools ever. I didn't have anything that interesting. But, I started watching channels like Dustin Stelzer on Electrician U. I started watching Millis Construction. And then I started watching some of the British channels. I started watching Nick Bundy. I started watching Artisan, Two for Sparks and everything like that. And I started watching lots of different channels, really, and getting quite into it. So then I started to invest some money in buying some nice tools, and I started buying sort of any make I could, really. Lots of different makes. I was buying CK, I was buying Baco, I was buying Wearer, I was buying Knipex, anything really, NWS, just anything, just so I could get an idea of these tools and learn about them, and then start making these videos quite good. So the first thing that happened to me was the first tool company I actually got into contact with, which is contained in the Mighty Tech XL here. The first company I got in contact with was outside an electrical wholesalers. They had like a sort of team event going on there, and it was a company called Armeg Tools. And they gave me, after having a chat to them, saying I was doing YouTube, I had a whopping 100 subscribers at the time. They gave me this knife, which is a sort of retractable blade, just standard knife, really. And the cool thing about this is that it could retract its own blades and pull its own blades in and out and refill itself automatically. So I got given this, and I got given some of their bits, really, some magnetic bits. And I did a review on these, and then got given the contact for their marketing person and told to contact them after, and perhaps I could do a bit of work with them as well. And yeah, I didn't hear from them again. So that didn't work out too well, but it was my first little step, and it gave me that little bit of confidence. Then I started doing videos. Then I started investing. I'd chosen the brands I liked, and some of the brands I liked were Wearer, Knipex, and Klein, and a bit of Weehar as well. And I started investing a lot of my money into those brands, and this was the key, okay? So once you start investing your own money into those brands, and the tool companies can see you're keen, then they'll start taking an interest in you. Then they'll start, watching your videos perhaps. But I never thought at this point that I was up at about 400 subscribers, the Klein Tools would actually watch one of my videos. And the video I was doing was on various Klein Tools I'd bought. I'd invested a lot of money into Klein Tools. And basically, the videos I was doing was about these Klein tools, and I was talking about the price difference between them in the USA and the price difference here. And I was saying, although I love their tools, there were some I didn't like any tool manufacturer, but 99% I loved, and I'd spent a lot of my own money in them. Although I loved their tools, I didn't realize why there was such a big difference in, price between them. And I said, Klein, if you're watching this thinking, yeah, right, sure they are, hit me up, contact me. And then I get a message from Vanessa from Super Rod UK, who are one in the same as Klein, saying that she'd like to talk to me and thanking me for my honest review. And it went from there. So after that, then I sort of landed my first big sort of a partnership, I guess. Not a financial partnership, but a sort of a review partnership with my first big tool company. And I never in my wildest dreams would think it would be Klein, a giant like Klein. And also, I never in my wildest dreams imagined it would happen at 400 odd subscribers. I thought it would be, I'd need 10,000 subscribers or something to get a tool company to send me something. And you know, and it amazed me really that people were actually prepared to give you that chance, which was amazing. So this started off this relationship with Klein. Then I started getting sent their bags, I started getting sent their tools, some of their electronic devices, and they sent me absolutely loads of stuff out. And you can see, a lot of these things here Klein sent me, and a lot of these things I've purchased myself. But this is just a few of the Klein things I have. I have loads in my other bags over here as well. And if you've seen my videos, I've got a lot of Klein Tools. The latest thing they've sent me more recently was this, but I just haven't really had chance in the work I've been doing to use this. I think I'd use that in removing like outside CCTV things, but I just haven't been doing it. So apologies to Klein that I haven't done that review yet, but I just really want to have used the tool and actually know what I'm talking about before I do it. So eventually, with Klein, they'd sent me, I spoke to Vanessa at Klein, who I do all my work with. She's a lovely, lovely lady, really, really helpful. And she basically said, look, we're kind of sending you more stuff than we're sending our actual paid reviewers at the moment. So we need to put a little curb on that. So they've had to just pull the reins in a little bit on that. But, hopefully we'll, once we get this video done, we'll work with Klein again soon. So this gave me a little bit of confidence now. So I think, well, okay, well, if Klein are going to send me some stuff out, who else will send me some stuff out? And then Klein put me in contact with Mikey, and you will know him more as Mikey, who does Residual Current. Massive, massive YouTube channel. I think it's even bigger on Instagram. And he also does Loadout Shop and runs the Loadout Shop. And recently, I think he's quit his job to do that, that sort of thing permanently, the YouTube and everything, which is great, good for him. There's the dream. And he basically rung me up and he's had a chat to me on a few occasions now, about how to do my YouTube. He's taught me what to use to edit videos, some hints and tricks on how to do it cheaply, things like that, and he's taught me how to use Instagram and how to do Instagram and what I should do with it. I'm not always brilliant at doing exactly that, but I appreciate I should. But yeah, but he helped me no end, and then I started to get more confidence in my videos and started to do more and started to make them look a bit better, And then, forgive me, I'm losing my voice. And then I had the confidence to actually ring up a tool company for myself, and I rung up Velocity Pro Gear, asked would they be willing to send me one of their bags out. They did so. They sent me, you'll see I've done the video on the Rogue 4.5 and then did a follow-up video. I haven't worked with them since, but then again, that was another review what I did. And then I decided to contact Knipex. Didn't think Knipex would send me anything, but they did. I spoke to Dave at Knipex on Instagram, and they sent me out their new step cuts, which is pretty cool. And I did a video on them. Got some feedback off Knipex after that on what I could do, what I could do better, what I could do worse, things like that. What they liked, what they didn't like, etc. And that was great. So I started getting Knipex tools. And again, I'm very late for video with them. But again, I just haven't had too much chance to use this. It's the new Knipex. The new Knipex Cutix knife. So that's going to be a video coming out soon. I haven't forgotten it. I just want to be able to, like I say, use it first and know what I'm talking about. But again, as you can see, just in this bag here, I'd heavily invested in Knipex tools. I had a lot of Knipex tools, and when I asked Knipex if they'd send me any tools, the first thing they wanted to know is, well, what Knipex tools do you own? Which is fair enough, I guess, because they're not going to want, someone who just doesn't know anything about Knipex reviewing their tools, I guess, because they're just not going to know what they talk about. And, if you've ever had a Knipex, there's something very special about a Knipex, isn't there? Or Knipex, should I say. I am aware it is Knipex. But there's something very special about the way it feels, and the finish on it. It's just, they're just things you heavily invest in, aren't they, Knipex tools, and they last a long time, so it's wonderful. So that was it then. So we got on to Knipex, and then So I've had a couple of things off Knipex, and I hope to continue that partnership with Knipex and keep on working with them. They've sent me lots of little goodies out as well. Then another conversation with, now I don't know if this is in exact time order, perhaps this was a little bit before. All right, I think I'd need to reverse back. I think a little bit before I contacted Knipex, I had another word with Mike, and he said that for him, the ultimate tool bags, getting back to this was the first bag I ever really sort of lusted after. Getting back, the Veto Pro packs were the bags for him. They were his favourite bags. And I spoke to him about that, and I rung up Epic, who he dealt with, and spoke to Glenn from Epic and said, would you be willing to send me a bag? And he said, well, I'll tell you what, get some more subscribers and, we'll consider it. So I was like, okay. So didn't think that would ever happen then. I kind of took it as a polite no, I guess. But then when I was a little bit cheeky, when I got to about 950 subscribers, I phoned him back and I said, look, I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers now. I've bought myself a Veto Pro pack, which was the TPXL. And would he be willing now to send me a bag out? And you know what? He said, yes, I would. I would be willing to send you a bag out. So he sent me the Tech Pack Blackout, and he sent me the Veto Pro Pack MB2 Blackout. So I did reviews on them, and then he sort of came back to me and gave me lots of feedback, told me what I could do, what I couldn't do, emailing back and forth all the time, which was great. And it was great. And then, from there, I've just been working with him to, review lots of different bags from Epic, which is amazing. And I've just, I always thought to myself, oh, would I ever be able to have a Veto Pro pack? Will I ever get a Tech XL? And now, from YouTube and working with people, I've just got loads of them. And this one now, I'm going to be giving, this is my old service bag, the first Veto I bought, still in really nice condition. And I'm going to be giving this to a really good friend of mine, Nathan, who's a hard worker, and I think he deserves it. And next week, I'm going to be giving this to him. I'm going to give him his first Veto, and hopefully he'll catch the Veto bug as well and be giving Epic lots of business. I've already got one of my work colleagues into it. Well, I think he got me into it, actually, and then I've given him the bug of going to Epic and buying loads more, and he's just got himself a Tech Pack Blackout. Mike, I'll give you a shout-out. So there's all these brilliant relationships you can form. And more than that, more than them giving you stuff, it's the help they give you. Glenn from Veto, he's really given me a lot of help in how to do my videos, and I feel that my videos are a lot better as a result of it. I get a lot of information into a far shorter video, and there's less rambling, unlike this video. And also the relationships you form with other YouTubers, which is really great, which is really worth doing. I speak, like I say, to Mikey from Residual Current. I speak to him a lot. I did speak to him a lot beforehand. There's the midfield general. Speak to him a lot. I speak to him a lot. As you can see, I've got him. I'll give you a shout out, mate. I'll give you a shout out. There we are. Got him advertised there. Will's Electrical Services, Will Hayward. There you go, mate. There's your sticker. Proudly. So I speak to Will Hayward a lot, which is cool. Mark Winter Electrical. And then another thing I did was I got involved with helping another electrician, she's an electrician, another tradesman, to start up a YouTube channel of his own. So Tooligan 2021, I had a small hand in helping him think up the name and, having a little chat to him about that. He's doing really well. He's just coming up to 500 subscribers now. And, I chat to him a lot. And, it's really, really worthwhile. And it's great to have these things on YouTube and to be able to do these videos. And, it's good fun and enjoyable. And, it really, really is worthwhile. And if you can get an affinity with tool companies like this, they do save you a fortune. And every single one of the tool companies I've mentioned today, every single one has told me that I can say whatever I want. I love these Veto Pro packs, but I know that if I found a Veto Pro pack and I said, this particular one, I really don't like it or something, I know that they'd value my feedback and they'd look at it as a way to improve their stuff. Same with Klein, they said exactly the same thing to me. Be honest and say what you think of them. So that's great. And, a lot of these tools I love. That's why I buy them. That's why I invest my money in, because they're just really, really good tools. So there's not really a lot of bad things to say. But, you know, all tool companies, you know, there is no perfect company out there, and any good tool company will welcome your feedback. Knipex are the same. They just welcome feedback, and they just welcome any improvements they can make to their tools. So yeah, guys, so that's my little rant into how I started doing YouTube and how it's been going since. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of my nearly 1,400 subscribers now. So I'm still really small fry, but more than I ever thought I'd get. And, you know, that's really humbling. And, you know, I'd just like to thank everyone for their comments, for even their criticism sometimes, and their help, and, you know, for watching my videos, and for, you know, your feedback on them and everything like that. So I really appreciate that. And please keep liking and subscribing and sharing. Please keep sharing my videos. I'd love to start doing some giveaways and stuff, so I really want to start talking to people about that, and then hopefully we can, you know, have a really great channel together and all enjoy it together. So hopefully going strong, and I hope you're enjoying it, and please keep giving me your feedback, where I can improve, what you'd like to see, and we'll go from there. So thanks guys for watching, and again, massive thank you to all the tool companies who I've worked with and all the YouTubers I've worked with. Mark Winter Electrical as well, forgot to mention you, mate. I've worked with him a fair bit as well, and had nice little chats to Mark about tools and everything like that, and what we enjoy using. And good luck with all your channels, guys. I enjoy watching all of them. Millis Construction as well. I've got to give Millis Construction a shout out. He's a really big channel. He talks to me, you know, and he comments on all my videos and watches all my videos, and, you know, I'm really pleased that he actually does that. So a big shout out to Millis Construction as well. And if you want a collection of Veto bags, wow, he is your man. What a collection. And Veto, send some stuff out to that guy as well. He deserves it. He spent an absolute fortune on your bags. So so thanks guys, hope you've enjoyed this video, and I have a good evening, and I'll catch you on the next one. You know.